remove some honey today, pull some honey, and there's a number of different ways of doing it. You can use a skateboard, you can use a blower, you can use any number of different ways to do it. The easiest way we've found is to do it in pairs and using a brush. So we're going to pull the lid off, give them a little smoke. And we're going to see what this looks like, even if it's ready to pull. There's a big misconception out there that you have to wait until the frame is completely capped, and that's not the case. So I'll give them, just keep them down a little bit.
So we supered this up last time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so.
Actually, I think we pulled some off last time.
We pulled a lot.
That is
so
gorgeous.
This is ready to pull, and I guarantee you that this is about 15 to 17% honey right now, so it's definitely ready to pull. We're going to do another one. These are beautiful, beautiful frames. These have only been here a week, I believe.
Yeah, it's been about a week. Yep.
Just real lightly brush them off back into the hive. John can take them away, and then we'll process these later.
Now you'll look, this one was mostly uncapped honey or empty last week.
It was empty.
This was empty, so
yeah,
they've filled this whole thing up.
In a week.
We can be guaranteed that the second one down is going to be full also.
Yeah.
Got it?
We will see what that looks like when we get there, but right now, from what I'm seeing,
They like to fly off if they're on the capped comb, but if they're where it's uncapped, they don't want to get off.
Right, right.
a real quick way to test if your honey's ready to pull is, see this whole side here, it's not capped. Watch me shake it. Nothing's coming out. And if you look real close, there's kind of a glaze over the honey. This honey's probably around 16%, 17%. It's perfect for pulling.
And they still haven't robbed those off of them at my shop yet.
We haven't had any robbing in any of our yards yet.
No robbing going on.
Nope, no robbing yet, which means there's still a good nectar flow coming in.
Well, this is pretty obvious.
Yep.
Look at this here.
Yep.
1 week we filled it.
2 supers. Yep. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Glued to the bottom.
Yeah.
Looking at how that hive looks right now, you can bet that box there is.
Now, you notice these drone cells down here. You're just going to take your fork and you're going to pull those out, and you're going to, while you do that, you're going to check for mites as well. That's a perfect frame to pull.
This is a textbook frame right there, look, top to bottom, completely drawn.
Look at that. Wow. When you're capping that much, you know your viscosity is in range.
Yep.
And we've had nothing but beautiful warm weather, but not just a couple super hot days. So your viscosity range is really good on a frame like you
look at that.
Like, look at that.
Damn.
Wow. Look at that.
Damn. We put an empty on top. Here we go, John. Now, some of the other treatments you can use, like a fume board, is a felt cover inside of a cover in it, and you put bee-go on it, and it stinks to high heaven, and the bees run off of the frames, especially if they're capped. They'll run down below and hang out in the second box, and you can just pretty well just lift the box off and go after about 10-15 minutes. But a hobbyist, that's a lot of extra stuff to have when it's just as easy to brush and fast if you do it right. Especially if you have two of you to do it.
Yep.
So you guys or gals that are doing them by yourselves, and you got to buy your significant other a bee suit so they can help you.
It's always next to the plastic comb that we get wonky comb.
Yep. Every time.
Now you'll
got
notice
a
we
little
don't
brood
have
on it.
dates on this comb to speak of, and a lot of it has to do with is super comb.
Where?
We let it run for a long time,
On the next frame.
Oh, okay.
you know, so
Sorry.
it's not a big deal. And so we just kind of watch when they look like they're getting dark, real dark. We get rid of them.
It's got
Remember a
brood
black?
Yeah.
Well, there was one that wasn't capped.
Yeah.
And we have more cap foam up in the top box than we did in the bottom.
Yeah.
Hardest thing you can do when you're doing this is having enough hands to do everything.
Yeah.
It really is. Usually we teach you to keep your hive tool in your hand. You really can't do it when you're trying to hold it.
I'm behind you now,
Yeah.
Jim.
Okay. Look at
And
this.
we hardly got any bees even sticking their heads up. Most of the bees are on the bottom part of the frame.
Yep.
Behind, just a sec.
Got it.
Now see, we had bees all over that one, all open comb. But again, the viscosity will be just fine. So Jim and Larry and John have been saying they've been looking at the IEBA hives we got down south of town, and they're just socking into honey too. So you can see these have been on here less than 14
At
days.
least that.
We've got a full barrel of honey at
Here you
the
go.
shop at Jim's, so we're looking good there for our sending it off next year for our straws, and so we'll be in good shape there. Smoke that down and let's clean that off. Look at that. Look at that, all capped. Man, we're gonna have to enter Club Honey in the fair. I'll tell you what, look at the honey we got this year. We got really, really nice looking honey, nice viscosity to it. So, yeah, everybody should be pretty happy about what they're getting. It's got a really nice taste to it when you dip your finger into a comb. Ooh.
Here's a real good example of a frame that had brood up in the super right here. And see, it's the first part of July, middle of July, and they've already emerged from there, and now it's filled with honey. So the idea about freaking out if you get brood up in your supers is nothing to worry about. In 21 days, it's going to be gone, and it's going to be filled with honey.
Looks like we had a little brood there too, doesn't it?
Yeah, we did for sure. They're gone now.
A little bit wonky there.
Yeah.
Makes it a little harder to brush off. Got it. Now, the special handling?
Yes.
Okay,
Gently.
I put it in gently,
Gently.
right on top so that the heat will melt it first.
Larry, if you could be sure and get that piece on the brood hatching out.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I want my swearing in there too.
We're a family-friendly club. Not leaving your cussing in there.
Damn it.
John's
Here,
starting to have to
here,
run
here.
now.
Yep.